I was terrified to make this video. When I talked, I was like, shit, what do I say? How do I convey the emotion to you, my viewer, the screen? Right now, I'm talking in the middle of the room, on a chair, alone. I'm kind of self-conscious about who's going to listen to me right now. And the fears in my mind say, oh no, you're gonna fuck it up. Oh, see, you're going to have no idea what to say. It's going to come out so dry, and then nobody is going to see the potential you showed to other people naturally in conversation. But here I am, and here you are, listening to me. What's some advice for somebody feeling stuck with no progress? Do you feel like you never progress? Do you feel like you never stick to something long enough to see results? I get it, okay? I completely understand the pain. It fucking sucks. And you know what? Sometimes when you feel stuck with no progress, all you have to do is just start. Just start somewhere. Start from something small. Just say, you know what? And go to ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT and be like, ChatGPT, I feel stuck with no progress. Tell ChatGPT your goal. Say, my goal is to dedicate the next 2 months to just toning up and looking amazing by the end of the 2 months. Now, I obviously won't guarantee like a full transformation. It takes a little bit longer than that. But sometimes all it takes is just to take a breath, sit down, let it the fuck go, and say, okay, what's next? What do I have left to do? Sometimes you have to start right at the beginning all over again. That's okay. That's okay. Start at the beginning. Write down, okay, my goal is to become toned by New Year's Day. What is the thing that I have to do first? And you know what? You'll have to do multiple things and you'll get overwhelmed. And that's okay. Just start. Just say, okay, I have X, Y, Z I need to do. What is the smallest thing I can do right now to take one step closer to my goal? For example, let's say it's a caloric deficit, right? And you think to yourself, oh, I want to still be able to eat the things I want to eat. Or, oh, that sounds so difficult. What if I fail? So what? Just download a calorie counter app. Put in your calories. See how much are you in a surplus or are you under eating? And then make sure you're eating the correct calories. Now, how do you balance learning with taking action? Bro, don't overthink it. Just fucking do it. Like right now, even as I'm sitting here doing this video, I'm not acting the best way that I am acting or that I know I could show myself to be to make the maximum impact on you who is watching. I know that because I'm not used to talking to a camera and not having anybody listen to me or respond to me back. But here I am. I know I'm gonna probably do this hundreds of times, so might as well do it shittily now, and eventually I'll get better over time. And that's okay, girl, boy, whoever you are. If you feel like you're stuck at square zero, trust me, I feel you. We're in the same spot. It feels like you're in square zero, but rarely are you ever the case that you're truly square zero. You're probably square like 0.5 or 2.5 or 100, I don't know. But I can guarantee, like, you versus you 5 years ago has at least had some progress. wherever that might be, good, bad, but some progress, some change has been made. You are not the person you've been 5 years ago. So if you spoke to your own self 5 years ago, and yourself saw you where you are now, struggling to meet your goals, and yet still taking the steps to grow closer and closer, regardless of how many times you fail, wouldn't your old self be proud of you? Would your old self focus on how many times you had short backs, or would he or she focus on, damn, I'm in such a better position than I've been 5 years ago? Which one would they choose to look at? Which one would you 5 years ago choose to look at? You 5 years into the future, if you met all your goals, and I mean all your goals, would you focus on how you won all your goals, or would you focus on how you fell short 100 times before you went there? You know the answer. So why be scared of failing now? The more you fail now, the closer you are to getting where you want to be. If I told you it took 200 failures for you to then become a millionaire, what would you do? Would you start the failures tomorrow or today? Would you even start at all? Knowing that you have to humiliate yourself 200 times before you get to your dreams? Or would it all not matter? Because once you're a millionaire, who the fuck cares? Nobody cares, do they? So, when you start thinking to yourself, damn, I really want to be fit. I want to be able to flex my arms and show my body off in the street. But I feel so awful about having failed so many times until now. Let me tell you something. I'll give you a little story. So I started to try and exercise, like get into the gym. About like 2 years ago when the Chloe Ting thing came out. Oh my god, no, it's more than 2 years ago now. This is during the pandemic, where the 2-week abs shredding program video became quite viral. And I told myself, okay, I'm gonna motivate myself. Bear in mind, I've never done any exercise before, like ever. Oh, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna do this. This is the one thing I'm gonna stick to, and I'm gonna get a 6-pack. And I stuck to it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days consecutively. That was the most consistency I've practically ever had in my life. And I felt so proud of myself. And I did it. Then I fell off track. I felt really proud of myself the first 4 days. Then after the first day of failing, I felt awful. I felt like, you know what? Why did I fail? I was doing so well. I don't have any excuse to fail. It's because I'm lazy, right? Clearly, I don't know what that sound was, but people who really want the goal, like people who really want to succeed wouldn't have failed like this. This is what I was telling myself. And no, I never did it again. Ever. I never tried again. Eventually I forgot about it. And how was that? But then, a few years down the line, I joined the gym. I started going 5 days a week, then I dropped out. Then I tried again. Then I quit again. Then I tried again. And now I've tried again now. And you know what? That's life. Life is just about knowing that your first time at recording a YouTube video or your first time in the gym is probably going to be a very crappy one. But we all start somewhere. And in this YouTube channel that I'm making, I want to share what I've learned from my experiences so that you guys can learn and make an impact on your life too. And it's okay to fail. Just keep moving on, just keep moving forward. Because failures, whenever you want to achieve something in life, the first thing you have to do is fail in order to learn what needs to be correctly done, or how you need to do the thing in a way that is correct or will give you the best results. So it's just like me sitting down and recording myself and going blank half the time about what to say, and knowing that half the things I say is probably some bullshit. But I believe in this bullshit. It's not bullshit to me. I believe in what I say. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm saying it anyway. Look at me. I don't have the most perfect camera or the most perfect lighting or the most perfect microphone. But here I am. Showed up. Where are you? Come on. You know you can do it, so just fucking start. You know, side note on just fucking starting. I do recommend you watch somebody called Dan Pena. Now, I know what you're saying, to those who know who Dan Pena is. Ignore the swear words and things he says. Just please focus on the core message he's saying. Just fucking do it. That's all he's saying. And then some, obviously. But one of his core messages is that. Just fucking do it. If I had just started this video 10 years ago, even 1 year ago, and I released like 100 videos until now, I would have been in a way better position than I am now. But have I let that failure define me? Have you let your failures define you? Have you made your failures to be seen as you having done something morally wrong? As though you've done a bad thing and now you are bad? As though that you failing is somehow evidence that you don't want it badly enough, or you're just not good enough. That's the thing, isn't it? You feel like you're just not good enough. But you are good enough. But no matter how many times I tell you, it will make no difference. So here's what you need to do when you feel like your failures are defining you. Do this thing called the triple column technique. What is it? Column number 1, write down your automatic negative thought. So what is this? Let's say you feel guilty, right? And not quite sure why you feel guilty. You just know you feel guilty about something. Sit there for a minute, think to yourself, okay, what is behind that guilt? What is causing this guilt? What is the automatic negative thought that is causing this guilt? And then write it down. I'll give you an example. I wrote down a couple days ago, I should have not been in this position. I should have been consistent. There's been no excuse. This is what I wrote down. Then in your second column, you need to write down cognitive error. Cognitive error can involve something like when you say should or shouldn't, or must or mustn't. This is called all or nothing thinking. This is a cognitive error. There's another cognitive error, catastrophizing, such as, I don't know, focusing on a small mistake and making it huge, as if the world is about to crumble. And you can search the rest up. Just use ChatGPT for this. And then for the rational alternative thought, for the rational alternative thought, that is your third column. Write it up, rational alternative thought. And when you do put it up, then this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens, guys, okay? You get to recreate yourself into any person you want. into any person you want. You could, this is where you brainwash yourself into success. You have detected an automatic negative thought. Once you become aware of something and you understand it, you can now control it. So you have become aware of your negative thought. You have now labeled it. What do you do now? Say exactly what you think instead. Do you want to become a more positive person? What would your ideal self say? My ideal self would say, the fact that I'm showing up right now shows me that my self-respect is more powerful than my doubt. The fact that I'm even here means that I'm already overcoming my fears and doubts, and it doesn't matter what I did before, because I'm doing it anyway. You guys, you have so much potential. I can't wait to share with you and explain with you all the things that I've learned that will help you. And I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys to see what helps you. What value can I bring that you can use to meet all the goals you want to meet in life? Because you can. You can. It just starts with you.